Last time you saw Vector, he received some upgrades, including foam wheels, side armor, and new rails courtesy of PCBWay, all in preparation for the Sparten Bell Slugfest. But there was a major league problem. In the last video, I showed you the new set of rails that Vector would be using, but you see, that's when they had arrived after the event. I had accidentally ordered the part too late for them to show up on time, so that meant I wouldn't have a new frame for the event, and I realized this 3 days before the event was supposed to happen. So now we have to do what all bot builders do, work with what we have. And what we have are ruined bent frames from Robo Games that I had last time. And with a little help from a sophisticated frame straightening tool, I now have a frame to use. But now I have another problem. Vector performs terribly without four-wheel drive, specifically on a non-metal floor. So now I have to figure out how to use the belts I have for the new version of Vector and adapt them to work with the old version to have some sort of four-wheel drive for the event. I can also use the new foam wheels, as you guys saw in the last video, and adapt them to work here. That also means I have to completely redesign and make new gear sets in order to run these belts on Vector. So in that 3-day time span, I had to make all of this work. I was able to get Vector running on the new belts and foam wheels in order to get him working well enough to compete at the event. Granted, just barely under the weight limit. Once I got to the event and the bracket was finalized, I was able to see who Vector was going up against. And it was an overhead sawbot by the name of One Tap. Think of Scorpios, but just tiny. And I then realized I don't have any way to put any top armor on this bot. So my strategy going into this fight was don't let it hit you.
1, fight, robot, fight!
That wasn't bad. Now, granted, from what the creator and driver told me, One Tap was actually experiencing a few problems. First, the cleats that they had created were having issues, and secondly, the frame of the overhead saw that they were using was made out of TPU, which they had discovered was a little bit too floppy for this specific application. Vector wasn't at 100% either. I found out that during the fight, one of the screws to the frame had come undone, creating too much pressure on the main weapon belt, hence why it stopped midway through the fight. On top of that, as mentioned in the comments of the last video, this version of Vector doesn't have any feet on the bottom of its frame, so all the force the main weapon exerts actually goes directly into the front axles that are 3M screws and bends them every time Vector goes in for a hit. So that means between fights I was going to have to replace the screws every single time. But with that in mind and the repairs made, Vector was ready for his next fight. This is Achilles, an extremely dangerous undercutting horizontal spinner. I had a plan. I would put no attachments on the front of Vector, hoping that it would act like a front wedge when going up against him, and praying that Vector didn't explode. And here is how that fight went.
3, 2, 1, fight, robots, fight!
Vector. They're still going. Oh, there goes the weapon.
He has to survive! Survive, you gotta survive. That's no weapon.
You just get him from behind.
Yep, still moving.
One wheel?
Come on, you got the right with one wheel.
You can still win this.
Sorry, we gotta grab it right there. Thank you, buddy.
1 minute remaining.
Everything.
Everything is crashing up.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Welp, I exploded. That's not good. So let's break this down, shall we? Vector was taking the hits and his main weapon worked for a small amount of time and then gave up. But that was okay. I still have the main weapon, and hopefully that means that it can still act like a shield all the way up until this point. In fact, the 2mm bottom plate and the 1mm top plate that are both made out of carbon fiber crap. I have never seen carbon fiber tear like this. Anyways, I still have a spare frame to use. But now we're in the top 6, and things are gonna speed up. And that means the times between each one of these fights is getting shorter and shorter. So now I have less than a half hour to swap out all the components from this damage frame to this slightly less damage frame. And now I was going up against a bot by the name of Counter Revolutionary. This is a bot that has 2 vertical spinners spinning in counter revolutionary direction in order to cancel out gyroscopic effect. But with that in mind, let's get into the fight.
2, 1, fight, robot, fight. He's not moving. 4 minutes remaining. Counter revolutionary, slow motion. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knockout.
Vector had won, and this time he actually did pretty okay. When the weapon belt doesn't fall off. Oh my goodness, I need to fix that. Anyways, Counter Revolution looks like it actually performed really well. If they're able to refine this design, I have a feeling that this is going to be a really dominant 1-pound bot. And remember like when I said about 3 minutes ago that I had less and less time to fix my bot? Well, guess what? The next fight is in less than 5 minutes. Yay! And after swapping out the ruined axle for a slightly less ruined axle and replacing the main battery with a fresh one, and literally having less than 45 seconds before Vector was counted out for the whole tournament, he was ready. And this time he was going up against a bot by the name of Baby Magnum, a deadly horizontal spinner that had been dominating up to this point. But I was confident that my fight against Achilles was obviously a fluke. There was no way that that could ever happen again to Vector.
Fight, robots, fight.
お前はもう死んでいる。何？
I'm still alive! Oh my God, Vector.
Alright, use your back armor if you can.
Let's do this. Oh! No, that was it. That was it.
It happened again. Let's analyze what happened. No, actually, it failed in literally the exact same way. But that's okay. To be completely honest, I was actually really happy with this result. I didn't want him to explode, but you know what? If you're gonna go out, why not go out with some style? In fourth place for Vector is phenomenal. And let's consider the facts now, shall we? This is an old frame that is mangled from RoboGame that was originally never designed to run belts in the first place. It was hobbled together in 3 days before the event, and it got fourth place. Imagine if I was actually like prepared, it might actually have won something. Speaking of being prepared, thank you guys so much for 1,300 subscribers. I cannot believe that we hit this so quickly. I'm just incredibly grateful that you guys actually enjoy my content, and I'm gonna keep making more, especially because I'm going to another combat robot event, that being the West Coast Combat Robotics League competition, and that's coming up pretty soon. And I totally did not completely redesign Vector yet again for the next competition. Nope. That didn't happen. These videos are totally not having a theme of me changing Vector every single video. Nope, that's not happening. No, nope. Okay, bye.